War Chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Dope. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Boston College Eagles taking on the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Florida State Seminoles offense is on the field for the first time today. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands. And it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
They'll run the option. Quick toss. Turns it on in midfield. Hit the afterburners, kid. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
Yeah, and that's not the start you wanted if you're on this defense. Like, you lost last week, looking to bounce back. One thing you can't do, man, give up explosive plays on the ground. This defense has to hunker in, dial in a little bit. Last week was a struggle. Let's get back on track.
They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. Now it's 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Balkinson. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
Pocket starts to collapse. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Boston College's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. This crowd bringing the On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Catch in the middle, it's Rhodes. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Anderson wants to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Golden Eagles are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle.
Lofts one high and deep. Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Well, that essentially ends up being a punt for the offense. 3rd down, you're taking a deep shot. Because you were able to make the tackle relatively quickly after the guy picked it off, it's essentially just flipping the field.
Leaves it with the back. Just plowing down the field. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw it. Feeling some heat. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years. Not always dual threats, sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie. And guys that maybe they weren't runners, but man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better. And you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
To the air, it's Balkinson. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer. They were able to get the sack.
They're trying to get to it. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The Seminoles will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know.
All by himself down the middle. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Boston College will try to get it in on a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8.
At the 8-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Boston College!
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
He'll ride his man on the option. Makes him talk to the hand. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. That's the end of the quarter, and Boston College has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First down to start the drive after the bridge. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Balkinson. Unloads to the right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Polly.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
The run from the shotgun. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big kickoff and a first down for this offense. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Wide out in motion. Trying to get the edge on the jet sweep. Still running at the 40. Off he goes. Bulldozes him. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. The Golden Eagles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Eagles.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
The give to the back. Running with power. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warrick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next one.
Well, it's a nice run there. Keep the drive going, get the first down. I'll tell you guys, I'm impressed so far by this offense and their ability to run it early.
To the air, it's Balkinson. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. The Noles want to crank the tempo.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Makes his connection. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, running back gets the give. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. He wants to throw. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
It's first down from the 11. Used the play fake, now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk him down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Fires to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. Handoff from the gun. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. BC back to work after picking up the first down. Anderson will throw. Fires to the middle. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Finds his tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw because he put it out in front of his big man.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Boston College will send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He'll bring it back. It's Singletary. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now after the short completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Going deep. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on second down. Back to throw, it's Balkison. Fires left. Complete downfield. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's going to take off. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if his ground and pound approach is going to continue into the 2nd half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride.
And the Noles will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the 2nd half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the 2nd half, this could be a much different-looking football.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Anderson wants to throw. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
I know this offense came out here in the 2nd half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. There's been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Got his man on the outside. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Tackle is made after the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Smashes ahead. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Seminoles are in the red zone. They're getting this guy lathered up. Touchdown, no! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The play-action fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the third quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Defense has to do a better job affecting the quarterback, guys, on money downs. Third down, you've got to be able to affect him, and the pass pro that time was just way too good.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback is snowed under. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 25 here on second and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Really nice play call there on second and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a third and manageable situation.
And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Running it back, it's Singletary. He turns like that, or why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Looking to throw, it's Balkinson. Working the middle, it's complete. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown Seminole. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Just about set to kick it away.
Boston College.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Running through contact. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Got his man out of the backfield. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Anderson will throw. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Off play action. Looking to scramble. Gets rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Tough, hard-nosed running. He picks up 3, but stopped just short. It'll be 4th and 1.
Coming up, 4th down.
No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Direct snap. Just ran him over. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll line up for a second down play. Scanning the field, it's Balkinson. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Got his man on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Seminoles have their offense in high gear. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Just steamrolling the defense. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Extending the play. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. I mean, if you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Anderson wants to throw. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. He's looking to throw. Keeps it going. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He wants to throw it again. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They move the tight end all over. With the run on 1st and goal. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying play action. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Anderson will throw. He wants it all. To the end zone, and his is picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Power football with the run. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
This quarterback doing a lot of good decision-making on that last play. First off, nice job extending, but then understanding what the coverage was, understanding nobody's open, and then going, hey, look, I can go get this myself, and finally, not only am I going to get this first down, I'm going to take care of myself, too. I'm going to slide. I practiced this all week. Little baseball slide action, but we got a fresh set of downs.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Now facing a 3rd and long. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity?